It's Friday. The weekend is almost here. What a wonderful time to be alive. And that's exactly why I want to talk about passing away. But no, on a more serious note, I do want to talk about estate planning today. A somber topic, but something that is often overlooked. Now, I'll be the first to say I am not a lawyer. We do not do any kind of estate planning work, but we spend enough time going through these with clients and talking about their goals, and it is hugely important and often overlooked. Now, this is important whether you are older and more experienced in life, or if you're younger, you have young children. And in a class that we teach, I spend about 2 hours talking about this. So I figured the most effective use of time this morning is just to simply share what me and my wife are doing currently. So we have an attorney here in town we went to go see, specializes in estate planning. And the important things we wanted to figure out is, first off, what's going to happen with our kids. So it can be your kids, grandkids, but it's very important to spell out exactly who's going to take care of them, because you may have differing ideas and opinions, and it's very important to have that talked about. So for us, we have very good friends here in town, and those are going to be the guardians of our children should something, God forbid, happen to both of us. The reason for that, we wanted them to stay here locally. So again, it needs to be a conversation that you're having between you and your partner. But another very important aspect of it on the financial side of things. So this is what I do for a living. I enjoy it. I'd like to think I'm pretty good at it. My wife has a lot of amazing traits. Now, financially, that isn't one of them. She's great in a lot of other areas, but I want to make sure that she would be taken care of. So what we did for us again is we set up a trust. You hear people talk about trusts ever so often, and should I have one, and what's the purpose of them? But our train of thought was, if something, God forbid, should happen to me, I would hope that she would get remarried. I would hope that she would continue to have a long and healthy life with someone else if I'm no longer around. But I want to make sure that she would be financially secure. So with our assets, mainly life insurance being one of the biggest ones, should I pass away, that goes into trust for her. And bless her, we have 3 trustees who are all financial planners, so they'll make sure that she is well looked after. But then what happens if both of us pass away? So if both of us were to pass away, all money funnels into a trust for our children. So I have a daughter, Blakely, who's 2.5, a son, Max, who is 9 to 10 months old. And I know when I was younger that I wasn't always great at making money decisions. So we set it up again where there are multiple trustees that will help with expenses along the way, health, education, well-being. But we wanted to structure it in a way that they would get money when they're a little bit older in life and at predetermined ages, or if they met certain barometers. So we have them getting money at 28, 31, and 35. How do we come up with those ages? Honestly, I think we just guessed. But it was important to me to say, hey, I don't want a 19-year-old, the age of majority here in Alabama, to get a huge lump sum of money. So these are all considerations that you guys need to be thinking about and make that an important line item in your life. Now, one last note I will say, people think this is really expensive to do. So depending on the law firm you use, we have a couple great relationships with attorneys here in town. I personally like ones that have a predetermined set price. They say, hey, if we're just doing, will, power of attorney, living will, medical directive, here's the cost. I like that model as opposed to getting charged on an hourly rate. Just find something that you're comfortable with. And yes, we will come back and talk in depth about more aspects of estate planning, but I wanted to at least share what we're currently doing, and maybe that'll inspire someone else to go out and take the same path. Have a great weekend.